Hey, I'm Pat.
And I'm Billy.
And we're getting married!
Yeah!
Children love it.
We've been making videos to answer the questions that we've gotten from friends, family, coworkers, people everywhere, just about what happens when two guys get married. So,
one question that we received, we got it a lot, but it's what do we call each other and what will we call each other? So right now we're engaged, technically fiancés, which I still feel weird when I say this is my fiance Billy.
I say it sometimes, and it actually depends on who I'm talking to, and I don't know how I judge it. It's just there's certain people it'll click and I'll say fiance.
Yeah.
And other people I'll say boyfriend.
Right.
And I don't really actually know why.
It's just sometimes it's easier, and I don't know, sometimes I feel pretentious when I say fiance.
Yeah. Like, if it's someone I know and have known for a while, I'll say fiance. Like, we bumped into a friend at that event, and I said, this is my fiance Pat, because I had known him a bit, and he may have seen that we got engaged, so I was able to say
He knows
fiance.
that you have a fiance, so
yeah.
Here he is.
Yeah.
But then if you say fiance and people don't know that you're engaged, and they're like, oh, you're engaged, oh.
Yeah, and sometimes you don't want to talk about it.
Nobody got time for
that.
that.
I don't want to get on. Yeah.
But I think traditionally, like, people have asked this before, even before we got engaged, like, is this your partner? Is this your boyfriend? Is this your
My mom specifically asked me that when me and you started dating probably a year or two, and she knew it was serious, and she asked me, she's like, I don't really know what to say to my friend. She's like, what do I call Pat? Like, she's like, I want to acknowledge who he is in our life and in your life. So I told her, I said, just call him my boyfriend. I'm like, and when we get engaged, call him my fiance, and when we get married, you call him my husband.
Yeah, people, I think it's a generational thing too for like our parents' age and people just that are older than us, like, because there was no possibility of ever getting married, so saying like husband was never gonna happen. So partner was a way for people to acknowledge that your relationship was sort of like long-lasting, long-term.
Husband is clean cut and it makes sense.
Yeah.
Like,
We've always been on the straightforward track, and it's how I feel. Maybe it's because I secretly feel like I always want to be treated as equal, but for me, I've always wanted the terms to be used in the traditional sense. Like, this is my boyfriend, then this is my fiance, then this will be my husband. I like to, maybe it's a weird, like, equality kind of thing, but I want to use the words that are used, and people know what those words mean.
Yeah, I want to be able to call
I don't want a different word.
I want to say hubby. And I'd be like, oh, my hubby.
And then I will.
I don't want to be like, my partner.
Partner just seems like an antiquated word to me.
And I think it also creates the norm that families are accustomed to.
Well, you don't have to explain what it means.
There's no explanation.
You know what it means.
It's like if you say that Pat is Billy's husband, Pat is Billy's husband, then
you get it.
There's no question about it, and there's no. And the more you say that, the more people that may not be familiar with it just accept it and get it, and they begin to be like, oh, I don't have to do a double take, or I don't have to think this through or ask questions, because they just said it's his husband, so they're married, therefore that explains it. If you say, oh, it's his partner, they might be like, oh, does that mean that they had like a ceremony together? Like, if you say husband, it answers those questions. You don't have to get into details. Yeah.
So I'm excited for the day when you become my husband.
Me too. Oh, that's gonna be fun.
That will be. It'll be fun, guys. We're looking forward to it. And we look forward to all of your comments and the reaction you have for your video. So like and subscribe and leave some questions, because maybe we'll answer them.
Yeah,
next
please.
video.
We love to hear from you guys. So.
Yep. Cool.
Bye, guys.
See ya. Pajama pants. You can wear pajama pants.